To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
The magic is calling, calling us. It's calling, calling us. It's calling. Feel the magic everywhere. Bring every dream we dream to life. Share the wonder, share the light. Oh, imagine a world for you and me. Where all that we have to do is believe. The magic is calling, calling, calling us. It's calling, calling, calling us to the place where all of our dreams come true. The most magical place on earth. Answer the call. The magic is calling, calling, calling us. It's calling, calling, calling us to the place where all of our dreams come true. The most magical place on earth. Magical place on earth. Magical place on
Happy Wednesday, everybody. It's the middle of the week. We are excited. I got a great guest for you tonight. He and his wife are tearing up social media. They've had incredible growth since moving to Orlando from the UK. They're not like Jeff and Ange. They didn't move from Pittsburgh. They came across the pond. We're going to talk with Barry tonight of Theme Park Bazza. We're going to have a good time. So let's get into the opening so we can get to our guest tonight. First, we want to thank Dean and the Live Place. Hey, Catherine Wilby has become an increased member up to Phantasmic Theater. Thank you, Catherine. We appreciate you. Dean and the Live Place, Dreamers Empire, do an amazing job. Check out Dean and everything he's doing over there. He is absolutely phenomenal. I've got some amazing partner channels. 3 of them go live from the parks. 4 of them go live from home. They are all amazing, amazing partners. All of their links can be found directly on the front of my YouTube channel. Cat of Crusaders, you'll hear about him throughout the interview. Tonight, we'll start with Dan from Disney Worlders, 21,000 strong in his Facebook group. We love Dan. You'll hear about these amazing people as we go through. Executive producers, I've got 5 phenomenal executive producers. They absolutely crush the party and build the content of this channel. We couldn't do it without them. Again, their links as well found on the front of my YouTube page. We're working hard over on Facebook. We've got a group. We've got a page. We're promoting. We're doing it. We're TikTok and not dropping, and Instagram and doing everything we can to get out there with the media. Join us over there. And our Discord is absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Over 200 plus people in there talking Disney, talking sports every day. Check out our Discord. That is free to join. It's just a giant community platform for chatting. We have Clubhouse members like Catherine Wilby, who just upgraded to Phantasmic Theater. We thank that we have 4 different levels available. Our membership is brought to you every week by Being a Jean Eclair and Zoel's World. 2 amazing channels, 1 incredible lady. We thank her for doing it. And if you become an upper level like Catherine Wilby just did, Catherine, make sure I get your address if you don't have one already. We will get you the Disney minted coin for our channel. We will send them out in the mail for all the higher level members.
The official Disney-related news service and partner of the Pete McDevitt Show is Chip & Company. You can find this trusted source at chipandco.com or on many social media outlets including YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Hey, we're real excited about Saturday night. It's going to be 6 o'clock now. We had to adjust the time. Saturday at 6, it's going to be Disney t-shirts. Our video we found, Disney t-shirts, and Disney. Preston and I will be live doing that broadcast. Sunday night, we will be live after we interview Tina and Flipper at 8:30 doing our Disney World trip full recap. Preston live on the channel 2 nights in a row. You can't beat that. We do have a P.O. box available. If anybody would like to send any type of mail to us, feel free to send us mail. Preston loves to open items, and we do love doing that. Want to highlight our friends with Living the Magic. They're always focused and driving the money for Give Kids the World. If you'd like to donate for Give Kids the World, check out Living the Magic. Search them on Give Kids the World website. We can provide you a direct link as well. They are absolutely phenomenal. We highlight the ladies of Disney all the time. Some amazing creators in our community. The ladies absolutely crush it. Check out any of the ladies on the screen or this one.
Hi there, my name is Allie from Cinderella Loves Disney. On my channel, I share Disney pins, items from my collection. I do unboxings, movie reviews, Disney park vlogs, and more. We have so much fun. Be sure and stop by and say hi. Let me know you heard about me from the Pete McDivitt Show. And as always, make it a Disney day.
So I'm real excited. I'm going to do a real quick hello to the chat and get that knocked out so we can welcome you in. And then we're going to sit down and talk with our guest tonight. So let's pump the chat. I know I'm not as good as Steve. I do the best I can here with one hand. It's tough to do chat. Ed Scherer, welcome in. First one here tonight. Brian K, welcome in. Ride the Teacup. Steve, hello. Bradley Brady fan, hello. Ollie, welcome in. Good to see you. T. Marie, the lovely Tina Marie is here. Catherine will be upgrading her membership again. We thank you, Catherine. We're so grateful for that. Stephanie Keel is in-house. Ronald Caruso, in-house. Mr. Fulton is in-house. Space Mountain Dave is in-house. Happily Ever Yachty in-house tonight. My guest tonight is an amazing creator in his own right and everything that they have done. Let me jump over here and pull up their channel right there. He has done a great job with everything he does on social media. They're absolutely killing it on Instagram. They're killing it over here on YouTube. Since coming over, they are all over Twitter. They've got Facebook going as well. We're excited to sit down to a man who says any word he says tonight will sound better than me. The accent is money. He could say, hey, the sky's green, and he'll sound like James Bond, and I sound like Liberty Bond or Gold Bond or something. He's amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in for the first time hanging out with us, Barry from Theme Park Bazza. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm glad to finally sit with you. You and I have, social media and chatted in different streams. We've both listened to Carlos rant about different things that we do or don't do with that. But tonight, you and I get to sit down and talk about everything. So I guess before we get into the channel and social media and all that, and before we get into the move and everything that you guys have going, first, just tell everybody a little bit about you and obviously your lovely wife who does everything with you, Mrs. Bazza. Obviously not in-house tonight. You were on the road in a special hidden location.
Love hotel room. Yes.
Yes. And I appreciate you being on the road doing the interview. Just tell everybody a little bit about yourself tonight, and then we'll kind of go from there.
Well, myself and Maxine, or Mrs. Theme Park Bazza, as she has coined the name, we are obviously from the accent, originally from the UK. In 2015, we moved over here. I moved over here with work. And so we've been here a little while. Sorry, I'm saying 2015, 2005.
Wow.
So it's 17 years here. So yeah, I got a bit of the accent, y'all, from when we lived in Virginia. And we moved to Orlando 2 years ago, a month before COVID hit.
Wow.
When all the theme parks shut down. And part of that, when I know we all had challenges through COVID, I think my wife got a bit frustrated because I'm usually traveling and I was stuck at home. And we agreed, well, why don't you just, start do something on YouTube? You like it. People keep suggesting you try it. So we just started doing a little bit of YouTube together in end of 2020. And we really just talk about our life here in Orlando, what it's like to live here, to move here from the UK, and to actually, live in the town and sort of where we go, what we do. And it's turned more into started as a theme park channel, but has evolved more into a family life channel here in Orlando.
I love it. I love it. Leotti's saying hello to everybody. Make sure let me move the text to where we want it tonight. I got to always adjust it with every broadcast I do. Yachty saying hello to everybody. So we should bring it up that, you're solid. You have your Facebook group that you got going. Your Twitter, you got 993 followers over on Twitter. You're just under 1,000 over there. Instagram, 2,303 followers. Rockin' job. You're twice the size of me. I love it. Congratulations. And you got 1,300 posts over there. And over here on YouTube, 6.49K. over here on YouTube. 659,935 video views over there. Excellent job. Moderators will be dropping the links for my guests all throughout the night. If you're brand new to them and you like the interview, or you jump over and check their channel and you're going to watch their content, please hit that subscribe tonight. We want you to come back and check out Theme Park Bazza. And if you're coming over new to me for the first time, please do the same. Hit the subscribe tonight as we do these interviews all the time. So I guess first let's take a step about Disney. Okay, obviously there was a love and passion of Disney by you guys, because that, you know, while your channel has a lot of other things now, it kind of started with theme parks and loving that.
Yep.
You know, where did the love for you for Disney start? How did that come about? Was that from your youth? Was that as you got together with Maxine? Where would that have come from?
Oh no, that was yeah. No, it was I'd say it was 2000 when we did our first trip to the US.
Okay.
So we did our first trip to the US and went to Disney in 2000. In fact, we went to the US on vacation every year from 2000. We did Orlando 2000, 2001, 2002. Then 2003 we went to the West Coast and did Disneyland.
Nice.
I think we did Universal as well. And then in the interim, through business, sort of around 2004, I went to Disneyland Paris.
Nice.
Actually, next April, for our 30th wedding anniversary, 3 years late, we're going to Tokyo.
Nice.
And doing Disneyland Tokyo, which we planned a few years ago, but with COVID and everything, taking a bit of a delay. So it's been 20 years, and where we live now is actually our house around 2 miles from the castle. So
Really?
we have the fireworks every night at actually. So we're pretty, from my getting to the Magic Kingdom parking lot is probably 10 minutes. So we're very blessed.
That's fantastic. I love
Pretty-
that. I wish I was that close. I'm definitely not that close. Also, welcome to Suzanne. She just came in to say hello to both of us. We welcome her in, of course. All right, so let's get into it here. One of the things that I love about your channel is that you have a large contingency of our friend that says Cinderella loves Disney, loves your channel, and loves you and your wife. You hear me okay, Barry? Everything good?
I lost you there for a part of that. The
Just a
audio
part of that. Cinderella loves Disney just came in. She said she loves your channel. Was very happy. So I just wanted to share that with you as she was coming in. So let's talk about first coming over here to the UK from the UK. Obviously, you have Disneyland Paris over there. You came over for work. Welcome in, especially Leslie. Thank you for joining us as well. There's a video on your channel that talks how of the impact on you. How tell us a little bit about that whole move. That's a huge part of who you guys are and the background of your channel is about you and the missus moving.
Yeah, I mean, it's something. I came to the US for the first time in 1997 on a business trip because I worked for American companies since the 90s.
Okay.
And I used to come here on business trips. I got to see little snippets of it, and then I kind of thought, this could be very interesting. And we started coming on holiday here in 2000 to sort of get a feel for it. It's different when you're on holiday, but get a feel for it. And we were like, the timing wasn't right. The kids were too young. The kids were only like 2 and 3 and 5. We talked about it. And then honestly, the honest truth is there was an event in 2005 where a close friend of ours passed away very young from cancer.
I'm sorry.
And it was a real shock. And it was one of those things like, life is fragile. You only get one chance. And it was like the trigger that said, we'd been thinking about it, but let's go and do it. I mean, we'll go for a year. If it doesn't work out, we can come back. We'll rent. But if we don't do it, we might never do it.
Right.
So let's give it a try. A lot of people said, oh, you're very brave. And, but we never intended to be here after 17 years. We were just like, let's try it for a year. See how it goes. It's different living somewhere and working somewhere to going on holiday.
Right.
And you don't know what it's like to go there. So, we played it safe. We rented. We didn't buy. We could always fly back to family. And we're still here 17 years later. But it was like, it's one of those realizations that we all go through when you've had dramatic moments in your life and others have,
Yeah.
when you realize, embrace the moment.
Embrace the moment.
Because
I love
if
that.
you don't, there might not be a moment tomorrow. You might as well, do it. And, but we were, responsible. We'd saved up money. We didn't spend outside our means. We, didn't take too many risks and tried it. And we were blessed in, it worked out. And the kids, are here now, living in the US, and we might go back and see my family in the UK. But it was, it's worked out well. We wouldn't go back. I mean, we love it here. The weather, the people, the culture,
Love it.
everything about it is like you see on the movies in some respects. I remember
Absolutely.
the first time we went into it's a yellow school bus. And then when I went to my daughter's school, like, they've got all lockers down the walls, just like they have in the movie. Everything was like you're on a film set, but in real life.
But in real life.
And, but it was great, and we don't regret it. I mean, you miss family,
Right.
you miss friends. That's natural, but we don't regret the move in any way.
I love it.
whatsoever.
I love it. All right, so let's dig into your channel. And I should also welcome in our executive producer, Walking with the Woods. Nick is in-house with us. And Cinderella says, what a great philosophy. Yes, Allie, I agree with that as well. So as you started to put your channel together and decided to go and do this social media / YouTube thing now, how did you come up with two things? One, your channel name, and two, what was going to be your platform that you were going to do on your channel?
Everybody thinks there was a master plan here. It was, I think it was on a Friday when I made the decision, hey, we're going to do this. I better order myself a camera. So I ordered myself a GoPro. And then on Saturday, I went online and bought some software. It's all done on the iPad, by the way.
Okay.
iPad when it started. Went on the iPad, ordered some software, picked a name, Theme Park Bazza, because I thought it was going to, theme parks was going to be the theme because we're living in Orlando. Well, the thing was, we're in Orlando. Remember, it's 2020. We're on lockdown.
Right.
Most of my audience are UK people. And it was like, let's try and, let them see we're still here. Let's show them the parks are still here. They can't get here, but we can get to them and show them,
right.
Disney's still here. It's still going. So it was a matter of, that was the concept. Pick the name on a Saturday. The camera arrived on the Sunday. I went out and filmed on the Monday and then edited and shared it with a couple of friends, fellow vloggers, Mr. David, Mr. Ian in the UK, who, looked at it, gave me some advice and tips, which I still use today. And then it went out the next Friday. It was just put it out. Because when you first start, you're like, you're worried about things being perfect, about, using the best. Don't do that. Just get something out there because you don't know until you try. And you don't find your groove until you've tried several different things.
Yeah.
Be what works for you. So it's like,
and no matter what, in 2 years, you're not going to like what you did, regardless of what you do, because that's what we all go through. We all go through change. I love that. It's a quantifiable justification of what I say all the time. Just hit the record button. And I love the fact that you did that. I love the fact of that your passion, part of your passion was about our friends in the UK. I think when people say to me, well, what's some of the best things that's come out of this YouTube thing? I look at a channel like yours, and I've actually referenced Theme Park Bazza several times because you take that to them and bring that to them and make those relationships. You've opened up so many people in the UK to creators like Disney World Freak, myself, and others, and also brought them to our attention because I would have never known, about the Kershaws or Walking with the Woods or, other people like that are out there. Kershaws are still wrong. He's a Patriots fan. I don't know what's wrong with him. But other than that, those guys are fantastic. But there's so many friends over there that do a great job, CNL Wandering, so many others that I think it's excellent. I love the fact about your channel and that you're bringing that into us. As you've thought about your content, obviously you've changed and morphed a little bit and everything. Let's talk about, where your content is now and what it's going to. Because there's so much more than just theme parks. I love your food reviews and other things that you guys do, and I enjoy. Welcome in, Anthony the Molar Man. Talk a little bit about what people will find on your channel now and where you're going with it.
Yeah, and like you say, theme parks, we still go to theme parks every weekend, but there's a lot of great vloggers out there who do theme parks. There's a lot of content. And, once the gates opened up and everybody came back and traveled, there's a lot of great people doing that and a lot of passion. And so we just, actually, I'll tell you what started it was DIY on the house. We bought the house,
Mm-hmm.
and because I couldn't go to parks at the weekend because I was, plumbing
Mm-hmm.
and wiring,
And why?
and they said, well, why don't we just film what we? I said, nobody's going to be interested in me putting a sink in and all this up. But I'm not the best person in the world at that, and I made mistakes, and people thought it was funny,
Right.
and I think that's part of it is just watching. There's nothing made up; it's real world, and so it started on the house, and where we are now, it's very much not a lot on the house now because we've done the renovations, but it's things around the parks that people can do. So whether it's you're not in the theme park, but you want to go to a nice park in the open air, you want to go to a restaurant for something to eat. I do a lot of restaurant reviews. The things that have gone crazy for me, for the Brits, is the shopping. I mean, somebody suggested go and I said, where do you shop? Well, we do a weekly shop in Walmart.
Right.
Well, go and film it. Like, people don't really want to see me pushing a trolley around Walmart. It's got like 33,000 of me pushing a trolley.
But here's the thing. Okay, so let's take a step back on that because Allie just brought that up as you were referencing it, which is a perfect timing from Allie. We should also welcome in Molly Fitz Brown. Molly's in with us tonight. Let's talk about that because that is an awesome concept and why I think it's doing great. Before we talk about the shopping, I'm gonna pause that for a second and say there's a key aspect, and I'd like you to talk a little bit about the importance and what she brings to it. Max brings a lot to the channel and is a key factor in this. So we know she's not here today. She's here in thought with, obviously for her husband and definitely with me because I love watching you guys interact. Talk a little bit about her presence on the channel and your wife and what she brings, and then we'll kind of talk about this shopping thing because I think it's cool.
Yeah, because I think Max, when I first started this, she was, very supportive, but never wanted to be on camera. Don't want to be on camera. Don't want to be in the vlogs. You edit them. Get you out of my hair. You can go do something and keep you busy so you're not pestering me. And, it was like, I think there was one vlog where I put a picture on the front and suddenly there was this bump of interest. And, I kind of cajoled her to kind of participate in a few of the vlogs. And she's the real star of the show, not me. Because she's not got a big mouth and gobby like me talking all the time. But what she says is hilarious and right to the point. And she makes it because she's just so grounded, so down to earth. She's more comfortable now in front of the camera. So what she brings is kind of that yin and yang. I'm the loud, noisy one and the bit clumsy, the real smart one. I'll tell you, when I'm editing, half the time I'm laughing, just watching it.
Just watching. That's a great thing. I'm a firm believer in the fact that when you get two people together that have an incredible relationship, whatever that relationship is, be they best friends, be they husband and wife, be they spouses of some sort, be they, dating forever, whatever, just as long as the relationship is legitimate and it is passionate in whatever level it is, it's incredible because I look at you and your wife, you are great together. I encourage her to be 100% more on. When I love, we talk about Carlos here a little bit because we're both joint friends with him. When Suzanne is a part of what Carlos is doing, Carlos is better. Jeff and Angela, fantastic together. Yeah. Resort TV 1, fantastic together. People love Corey, but they love Corey more with Stephanie. It is that aspect of it. I've tried to talk my wife to getting on. That's why I use Preston all the time because I'm better when Preston's here. Real quick about Maxine, there's a question from Catherine. How is she doing with the Tesla?
Well, put it this way. I'm away on business, of course, and I got a message on Tuesday saying, I have low tire pressure on my car, so I'm taking the Tesla. Oh. I'm like, good excuse, right? Is that now? But I think you hit the nail on the head. I mean, we are best friends. We've been married 30 years, but we're still best friends. We were still out in Disney Springs last Friday night, drinking a little bit too much together.
We will talk about that. We will talk about that.
Yeah, we have fun together, and what you see is a reflection. It's not fake. It's letting you into the stuff that we do, but we laugh every day, and that's a good thing about living with your best friend is we laugh every day. We don't film everything, but the big catch on camera, there's nothing rehearsed there. That's just our natural banter between us. And you're right, when you get a dynamic between two people, it brings it to life. More for people. They see the dynamic, the balance. So, you're spot on there, Pete.
Absolutely does. Brandon, welcome in. Julie McCown, welcome in as well. Let's talk about the shopping videos. They've really taken off. you know, our friends, I say our because we're lucky to get to know them. You obviously have more friends from the UK that are knowing and following you. But all of our friends over there, whether it's the UK or in Australia or wherever, you know, they a look into the United States is kind of like when we get a chance to look over there. You know,
Yeah.
like I love Nick's videos that he does on Disney Paris, so I get the chance to look
Yeah.
into somewhere that I can't get to. Talk about the shopping thing. That's been fun. It's just been you guys interacting, but you're crushing it over there on the video views.
Yeah, I mean, it was like somebody suggested it, and we said, yeah, and some of the best things we've done and the things, as you said, we've crushed have not been our ideas. It's listen to the people who watch you and get ideas. We have a Facebook group we set up about a month ago. It's nearly got, I think it's got 1,600 subscribers in it now,
Nice.
and subscribers, whatever, members of the group, and they give us ideas. And we go, if people are asking for something, there's an interest there because we're not the smartest people in the world. For us, we go shopping every week. But I think what it is, Pete, is people want to get a view into a life where they're not living. And people see a lot on the parks and see a lot about, around the US and around Orlando. But nobody had really gone like, come shopping with us. We're
Right.
going to go into Orlando. We're going to go into the dollar shop. But when people come here, that's what they like to do when they're not in the parks. But
Right.
nobody ever films to let them know where these shops are, what deals they can get in there. And so, outside, they all go to the big outlets
Yes.
shopping. So it was just, I think we just tapped into something that was an
It's a
unrequited
great idea. It's
from a lot
especially
of
for people that are Conus outside of Conus that aren't usually
Yeah.
coming here, that are coming here for a once every 2 or 3 year trip or the first time trip. I think what you're doing is a fantastic idea. Welcome into Butterfly. Thank you for coming in today. On Barry's channel, just so you know, there are playlists over there that include Universal Studios, Orlando, Disney, SeaWorld, travel vlogs. There's a trip to Las Vegas that was covered. That was pretty awesome over there as well. In your playlist, for those of you that are all about the parks, you'll find some great vlogs by he and his wife covering some of the most unique things. I love it when you guys just get together and are covering some of your food and beverage stuff. You can definitely, like most of my UK friends, you can hold a beverage or two under your belt. I love that. Talk a little bit about some of that content on your channel, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, people keep telling me we like it when you get drunk. I don't get drunk that often, but we do like to have a fizzy beverage together. So we like eating. We live here, so we can't eat out every night.
No, absolutely not. You go broke.
You go broke. So we save it for the weekend, and I work during the week. So like anybody else, Friday night, I want to blow some steam. Saturday and Sunday, we treat ourselves to a meal out, and we usually try somewhere different, and we bring the camera along and we film it. So what you see is not really scripted. It's just us going out, trying somewhere. We do like to drink, and we do like, because we're Brits, we do like to party. So
Right.
if there are some other bits like that last Friday night, we didn't film it because I don't believe, when you're with friends on a social evening, that's private time. But Diane was over, the jogger. I'm trying to remember her YouTube
Yes.
channel, the jogger. She was there with the family, and she just pinged me on Friday, said, "Do you want to meet up?" So we went down Disney Springs,
Nice.
hit the happy hour, and spent some time together, just chatting and having a few drinks. But yeah, the food and drink definitely has got an interest because it's showing. I'm also, my wife's from Yorkshire, which I don't know the best match for that in the US, but shall we say short arms and deep pockets. Doesn't like to spend a penny when she has to, and so happy hours, deals, places you can go and get a cheap meal, a good, reasonable meal. So a lot of the times when people come over here, they want to they're spending a lot of money on park tickets, on hotels, on flights. If they can save a few dollars on the restaurants and the drinks, that all helps offset the
I
cost.
love that. I love
Need
that.
to spend. So it's like balancing the budget. We can kind of say, hey, come here at this price, you get it cheap. Go here. On Friday night we were in the boathouse, and we had a vodka and I think I had vodka and Coke. It was $14.
True.
This was like 7 p.m. I then walked across the Stargazer bar in the happy hour. It was $5. So you could get 3 for 1. You don't have to, but we're trying to say there's alternatives. Boathouse is great atmosphere. Go there, have a drink. If you're really,
There are
if
ways
you have
to work, yeah.
to save a bit of money, then go and don't have the $15 cocktail. Just have the well drink, and you'll save $10. And you don't,
Or
it's
have
just like
3 of them. Or have
Yeah,
3.
yeah.
I love
Oh,
too.
have 3.
Welcome into
So, I mean,
JC Skipper Brian. I see Jennifer Caruso is on her, I believe it's Ronald's phone, maybe her husband or her son. I don't know Ronald, but hey, Jennifer, subscribe under Ronald so he can keep up with us as well. We would love that. And I'm going to show a great picture of Jennifer on our football show that she sent me today. And Chuck Harvey's in house. Welcome into Chuck Harvey. Good to see you struggling through some things today. Hey, brother, we're thinking of you. We appreciate you here. Listening to Theme Park Bazza. I tell you what, Chuck, by the end of this interview, you'll be smiling. This guy's a good dude. You'll love what he and his wife are doing. As you started out your channel, much like everybody, I'm sure you had some channels that maybe inspired you to go out there and start doing it. Who are some of the channels that pushed you and got you fired up a little bit to say, hey, you know what? I like what they're doing. I think we could do that.
yeah, it's mainly, it's the UK channels. I mean, because we were living in the US, well, so we followed all the classic big, Jackie, paging Nate, paging Mr. Morrow.
Yeah.
We followed all the classic American ones. But it was back home, you miss home. So I used to tune into some of the smaller channels. And, there's Ricardo's family vlogs, and they just filmed the family doing things. Okay. And he was the one who actually was saying, just start with your phone. Don't buy expensive equipment. Mr. David, Mr. Ian, there was a lot of people on lockdown at that time.
Right.
And a lot of people were actually doing vlogs from home. Pete and Pippa, Broadway's Away.
They do a great job. Broadway's Away do a great job.
Yeah, just sitting down, CNL Wandering, Lee and Karina.
Yep, so Lee and Karina. Although they're not a Disney channel, they're a wrestling channel. I don't care what Karina says. Yeah. So, I love those guys. They're fantastic. Disney UK, another great one. There's a lot of great people over there. And again, I can't stress enough. I love the fact of you kind of setting that precedence of coming over here, being a UK family, coming over here, doing your thing. Now you're putting it out there and you're tying all this together. It's fantastic as you go through.
I think what's really gratifying, Pete, like you say, it's all the people. I mean, we did that. They inspired me. I started the channel. And then as soon as the borders opened up to the UK last September, went over to see family immediately. And we had to stay a while because of the lockdown. But what I asked everybody, I said, hey, can we all, a lot of those are in London.
Right.
Apart from seeing it, I met, I think, 17 different vloggers who we'd watched and becomes friends with over social media in that trip. Okay. So we went to London. We met about 10 of them there. We came back up. And to me, they were part of the family. We had our home family and our YouTube family. And so we met those. And now their borders are open and they're coming here. Apart from Kershaw's who seem to live here every week.
Yeah, they are here every week. Did you get to meet Disney Dan when you were over there?
I did not meet Disney. I didn't know Disney Dan at that time when we were over there.
I would keep it that way.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Dan's actually coming into town in a couple weeks.
Great. I have to catch up. I mean, my diaries, the thing in my diary is full of all, when I know the vloggers are coming, they're in the, I only have weekends free. So I'm trying to sync up. I think, spoiler here, but Kershaw's, myself, and another couple who YouTube, I think we're going to go on the boat out to watch the fireworks.
Awesome.
Already booked that, so we're going to go out. I don't know if I'll be filming that, but and I don't care because it's about being with those people and spending time with those people.
So here would be my one encouragement for you that I would ask. As you know, we do different segments here where we like sharing things out and sharing things that people are doing. If one thing that I would ask, if possible, whenever you have your friends in from the UK and they're over there, if you guys are hanging out and everybody's okay, throw a picture up on Instagram, of course, because I love sharing that in the people in the park segment. And like you said, there are so many good people over in the UK that we could find and get to know. Carlos did an incredible segment on his channel for quite a bit there, bringing in the UK channels and everything. And I am all about letting more people know. And I love that segment. So that's pretty good there. Let's take a step out of the channel for a second here. Because we've got a couple minutes before we hit the community segment. Let's talk about some of the things that tell a little bit about your and Maxine's personality for a minute. So let's first talk cruises. Have you guys done cruises yet?
No.
Is that on the list?
It's on my list, but Maxine doesn't like boats.
Ah.
True story. When we were, 20 years ago, we were going to go on a boat with some friends over on a ferry. And we all met up at 7 o'clock in the morning, 10 of us. When the boat left, there was 2 of us on the dock, me and Maxine, because she doesn't like boats. So we're working on it. We're thinking maybe go, on a 2 or 3 day cruise. I think she'd like it when she's on there, but she's got it in her head that she
Just
doesn't like boats. And,
blindfold her, and just tell her it's Ride the Teacups, just in a bigger version. That's all you got to
I'll
do.
have to do the Mr. T one, from the A-Team. The connection.
Yeah, the
And she
Mr.
waits-
T. Oh God, I haven't heard that in years. That's great, Barry. What a great call out. I love it. Let's go here then. Let's go to Disney collectibles for you guys. What is it for you and Mrs. Bazza that you say if you go to the parks? Well, these are things that I love. Like for me, I collect pass holder T-shirts for the holidays. I collect Jim Shore. I collect pins. We collect popcorn buckets. What is it for you guys that you love to collect?
I mean, Maxine started with the pins.
Mhm.
We're not very. We're not. We don't have a lot of collections in the house.
Okay.
I have a couple, like a Star Wars things that I do. But really, for us, T-shirts, is really clothing that we buy in the parks. But we don't have like a collection of, pots or pans or statues or books. It's just not what we do. We like. It's more. It's just more. Though she has started buying pins now. When the 50th came, she has a number of 50th merch things, and
Right.
our lanyard now starting to get a little bit.
Those rabbit holes are going to open up. You're living down there now. The parks are open for you. You start down there with one thing, it goes to multi others. I always love that because we get to understand people a little bit better. You talked earlier about the fact that you had been to California and you've been to France. Obviously, that's pretty phenomenal. Is it a goal? Is it a long-term goal for TPB and the missus to get to all the Disney parks globally?
Yep.
Is that something on the plan?
We'd like to do that. I mean, Shanghai, is another one that looks good. But we just, people think we're crazy because we live in Orlando. And where do you go on holiday? You go to a theme park. You live next to one. Why? But no, we have a passion for that, and we're also doing Universal as well. So we don't just Disney, but we did Universal on that coast, and we're doing that in Japan as well. But I think we'd like to do that. And then there's the roller coasters, which we still ride and still do the parks. We're looking to do the tallest, the fastest, and the longest roller coasters in the world. That's another bucket list thing for us.
I love it. One other thing I would throw over to you, because you have your strong following from the UK. I guarantee you, Legoland videos for you would crush because of what I see Legoland doing on the other side of the globe when people go to it. And I guarantee you they would. Just a suggestion as I'm sitting here thinking about stuff. Again, my guest tonight is Theme Park Bazza. We got one half of the broadcasting team. Barry's in house with us, Maxine at home. They can be found on Instagram, 2,300 followers strong over there. Found on Twitter with just under 1,000 followers strong. Facebook group over there going very well for him, up to 1,600, as he was mentioning earlier before. So many ways to contact social media. My moderators have been dropping the links the whole time through. Thank you so much for doing that, moderators. And of course, right here, we're just under 6,500, and you're just under 660,000 channel views in a little bit of time you've been doing it. That is phenomenal. You're on a great pace to do everything, which I absolutely love. One of the there was one of the videos that I saw, and I have to go over here to the big monitor, pull it up, that I wanted to ask you about as I was watching, that I was dying as I was watching. First off, you heard us mention the Tesla earlier. If you haven't seen Maxine driving the Tesla, please go watch that video. I was going to bring that up, and I got beat to the punch here. That's a gorgeous Tesla. I love the red Tesla, by the way. As you're doing all of your stuff that you're sitting here, how did you come up with the idea to start doing buffets? Because I've never seen somebody just do a buffet, and I went crazy when I saw the all-you-can-eat Orlando buffet. That's a great concept. Again, it ties into what you're trying to do, other things around Orlando besides just the parks.
Yeah, and it's input from the viewers. When they come in here, if you think of the Brits classically as buffets, looking for deals, and so we used to do it 20 years ago. We used to go to Ponderosa with our kids.
Ponderosa.
And there's a lot. When it was around, and there's a lot of nostalgia in doing things that people did 20 years ago. Go to buffets, go to places, and I can't remember the first one we did. It was maybe on a Thanksgiving.
Right.
We went to Rome Inn and did a buffet, and it got a lot of interest and a lot of views, and I mean, there isn't a sign, there isn't like a magical plan. We just come up with an idea, or somebody suggests it, we go film it. Sometimes people like it, sometimes they don't. But you know, we like trying new things, and the two things that people always comment on is your channel does something different,
Something different.
and also we try and make it factual. It's
Right.
not really a, you know, we're usually trying to give tips or tricks or things we know. We're getting, you know, grey. I am not Mrs. Theme Park Bazza. I got grey hairs now, which means I've been doing this a while, and so just sharing things that you know that others might not about. This is, you know,
Absolutely.
go into Golden Corral, go to the exit, pick up the little booklets there, and there's vouchers in, and you can use those in restaurants when you're staying in town. You know, save some money. So it's you know, it's little things you learn over the years, and just sharing and caring with people, letting them know
I
it's
love
there
it.
if they're.
I love it. Yes, Nick, the ponderosas are pretty much gone. Here's
Yeah.
some of the other stuff that you can find over there on their channel, which I have, again, a wide variety of what we got. There's an everything you need to know about the Melbourne Airport, which was a great,
Yeah.
tutorial about the airport, which was fantastic. You could watch Barry do things like fighting wasp, which is great. I love the fact that Barry will just tell you in the topic, "Hey, I'm drunk at this bar," and
Yeah.
and those are I love it. You did a Velocicoaster review. You talk about your different bucket lists. You did yours Grand Canyon. There's so much over here that gives you such a unique look. And again, the key with it is seeing he and the missus together, because it will give you a lot of great laughs. Allie says, "Hey, I have a question. What is the one ride you cannot skip when going to a Disney park?" Allie wants. Well, you're in person. What is it? Which one?
Haunted Mansion. Haunted Mansion for me. For Maxine, it would be the alien swirling saucers.
Have you rode Guardians yet?
We have not.
That may change your opinion.
Yeah, we did have, yeah, we haven't, we had reservations at one time when the preview, but we couldn't go.
Couldn't go.
Just not been back yet because we just come back from England from
Right.
a holiday,
Yep.
and it's just been busy every weekend. So we haven't done Guardians. That's on our to-do list. We were going to go, actually. We were going to go last weekend, but something else came up. So, but, you know, it's the challenge is, yeah, just finding the time to do it.
I think when you get a chance to do that, you're gonna be amazed at what you
Yep.
can find from that, because it's pretty incredible on that front. All right, so what I'm gonna do right now, everybody, I'm gonna give Barry a second to grab his breath. I want you in the chat to get your questions ready. So when we come back from the quick community segment, if you have any, you can do like Cinderella did at Pete McDivitt Show, put them into the chat. When we come back, we just brought up, kind of a quick ride there. I'm going to hit Barry with our newest segment that we're doing on Wednesdays, which is Rapid Fire, which means I'm going to shoot him quick questions. We'll get quick answers. We're going to talk about some of his favorite things around the parks, around to do. We'll do that. We're going to talk about what would he do with Walt if he got a chance. And we're definitely talking Christmas versus Halloween, because the parks are getting ready to light up. And I can't wait to hear what Theme Park Bazza is doing. While I'm hitting this community segment, open Theme Park Bazza's channel up. Open up to the videos over there. Just take a look at what I was talking about. And if you think you're going to watch their content, do me a favor, hit that subscribe. We don't ask anybody to just subscribe. Barry, I'll be right back in a minute. We're going to go hit a community segment you can check out as well. And we'll knock this out, and we'll be right back with our guest in just a moment. Disney Baker brings us this segment every week. I love it. To start it off, magical memories, people in the parks. This is people all around Orlando and in the parks. Let's knock it out. There's our friend Nick walking with the woods. He made the Avengers campus over in Disneyland Paris. Great picture, Nick. Thanks for sending that in. Diz Our Dream doing the DVC event last night. Got to see some unusual characters. 3 amigos out there. Love that picture. There's a great group down there just recently on their most recent tip. Brandy and Dave with Myers and the Mouse, Resort TV 1, hanging out in the cantina. Great picture there. Diz Our Dream. Right here is a picture of a Sith Lord that wants to take over the world. And he is standing next to Darth Vader. Right there on your screen right now. That's a fantastic picture. There's Mouse Talk. Well, at least the lovely Melissa and Walt and Pluto hanging out at the parks together as they're doing it. I'm not sure what Dave and Kelly and Dale were doing in this picture. I'm kind of lost, but I found it amusing, so I put it in for people in the parks this week. Joyce, Sanudo, and Peyton, they were down in the parks this week having a great time. There's our friend Piano Rob and his lovely wife hanging out down there at Guardians. This was Donna Jaworski's birthday night. Everybody there Dizzar Dreams, Samantha Lowe. You got the Piccolos there. You got Jersey Mike and Rhonda there. Of course, Donna, Richard, and Sam. Nick is there. And I'd like to point out that on the right-hand side of your screen, that there's a young man who has eaten a lot of food who is asleep. Look at his eyes. They're closed. He ate himself into a food coma. What is he doing? And then this was a great one I just got a few minutes ago. VP over at the DVC event. The person on the left is VP. The person on the right is impersonating Gonzo. That's a good one there. Magical mail every week. We love getting mail from everybody and receiving it. We haven't received a lot lately, but when we do, we show it in this segment. But nonetheless, we always say thank you to our good friends. Their file didn't come up. I got to get that resent over to me. Our good friends over at an incredible business. You guys got to love treats. And I'm going to get my moderators to drop the link into there. If you want treats right from the park, there's only one company to go. Click open this link that one of my moderators are going to drop right now. It is absolutely incredible. It's Main Street Treat Company, and nobody does it better in getting you treats right back to your house in the Main Street Treat Company. Thank you, moderators, for dropping their links. We recognize people each week. It's Casey's Corner of the World, his recognition support as we recognize success in the community. We recognize Barry at 5,000 not that long ago when they hit 5K on Theme Park Bazza. This week, we are recognizing Becky plus Eli hitting 6,000 on their channel. We're recognizing Tripping with the Turner hitting 7,000 with their channel. Congratulations. One Little Spark, JL, 8,000 with their channel. Fantastic. Chip and Co. hit 9K. Chip and Co. hit 9K. Awesome. Magical Meg hit 13,000. 13,000. Diz Life of Ours just a few minutes ago hit 14,000 on their channel. And I want to highlight our good friends, Rachel and June. They are on the Disney Whoosh. They renewed their vows this afternoon on a live stream. It was awesome. Congratulations on many years of marriage, many more to come. And congratulations on 14K. And here with the ears, 25,000 on their channel. Absolutely rocked it here. I also want to recognize this week Donna Jaworski, $11,700 raised on her community charity event she did to raise money for Give Kids the World. Congratulations, Donna Jaworski, on hitting. She wanted 10,000. She hit 11. And she's less than 1,000 away from being able to generate another wish. That would be 2 wishes from one event. That's pretty amazing right there.
Hello everyone, it's Chris with Disney Dynamics. We bring you tons of Disney content with a little bit of humor. My mom thinks I'm funny anyways. 4K unboxings of Disney merch and promo codes to save you money. We bring you live to Disney parks, and then after the sun goes down, we head to Disney After Dark, where we mix Disney-inspired drinks and have slightly inappropriate conversations with our Disney friends. If that sounds good to you, you're just the right amount of weird to fit right in. That's Disney Dynamics, spelt with a K for some reason.
Disney Dynamics brings you every week the race to 100K. You have to be dynamic to be in there. Look for more great content from Florida coming from the Dynamics soon. The top 3 hasn't changed. It's still Panda, Best Life and Beyond, Theme Park Obsession, closest that we know to the number. You got Daps Magic all the way down to Earsome Emporium. Theme Park Steve is up there. He just jumped over everybody, got up to 68.9 thousand. 34,000 down to 19. Streaming with the Magic down to Leg Life. LBV in there. Nick in there. Tanya in there. Here with the Ears. Many great people. Again, we don't ask you to subscribe to any of these people. We ask you to take a look at their content, and if it meets your viewing palette, then add them to your subscription because it's free to do, and you can get more great Disney content. WW Radio 18.8 down to 12.9 with Mouse Talk right there, our partner channel. Diz Life of Ours, like I said, at 14. Diz Cupcake in there. Disney Pin Blogs, the Leffersons. Amazing group of people in the race. We had some fireworks here. Some people jumped ahead of others. Paul's Theme Park Adventure down to Diz Our Dream, our partner channel. Ear to Ear Magic jumped over some people. That's why he got fireworks at 11.3. Paul jumped over some people up to 12.8. Fireworks, if you pass people, got a couple people real close to that 10K marker. 919 down to Tripping with the Turners at 7. Chip and Co. leading that run. You got Living in Diz. You got One Little Spark, Brian and Amanda, Mickey's Magic, Wonders of Magic. Incredible content creators in there in the number. 6-9 down to 4-8. The Magic and the Music all the way down to Rob Fuzz, Molly, Steve, Becky, Dad in there, Myers in there, Mouse Fives out of Cali. Some great channels in here And Doe Dad down to Brandy and Dave 428 down to 3.3. Again, these are the people in the race that we follow each week and highlight, and we talk about them every week until they get to that plaque that we're trying to help them do. Before I bring my guest back, a reminder, every Friday night at 10 o'clock, we do our Disney news and merch. It's a legitimate series, serious but fun show where we dig into all the Disney news, dig into all the new merch. 2 hours of content created every Friday night. Come by and hang out on a Friday night with Chris and I. Check out the show. Sunday night will be the return of Flipper and Tina. It is going to be a most ridiculous off-the-wall event you've ever seen. I may need to strap myself into this seat so I don't fall out with laughter. Make sure you're here Sunday night to check out Tina and Flipper. Next Wednesday, it's our friends Texas Take. Ed will be coming to the channel, talking with us next week, doing the same interview style that we're doing here with Texas Takes next Wednesday night. I can't wait to sit down and talk with them. All right, let me jump back up here real quick and remind you about who we're talking with tonight. Just takes me a second to flip because of this new program we got. I want to remind you that our talk with our guests tonight, Theme Park Bazza. They're absolutely amazing guys. They're doing great here on YouTube, strong on Instagram with 2,300 followers and almost 1,000 on Twitter. Let me pull back up here. So Barry, when I've been saving, did you happen? Were you watching there when we did the race to 100K?
Yep.
Did you notice that there's all the way at the spot at the end there was a little question mark with a blank spot?
Yeah.
I've been waiting to tell you this for a couple weeks. Congratulations, Barry. We are adding Theme Park Bazza into our race for 100K starting next week. Your channel will be highlighted in there every week so that people can see your logo, can hear about your channel, and hopefully more people will find out about you. I hope that helps you as we continue to push. So congratulations on that.
I appreciate that. Pete.
Well deserved. You guys are killing it. And I was sitting there holding, I was going to put you on before, but I was like, I really like to do that where we share it with the person while they're with us.
Yeah.
All right, before we get into some must-dos, I got to ask you this. Halloween and Christmas is coming. Are you a Halloween household? Are you a Christmas household? Are you in the middle like me where it's Hallowismas? What is it for you guys?
Christmas. Halloween's never been our thing, to be honest. I mean, it never was a big deal in the UK.
Okay.
As it is over here. So it's never really, we have people say, hey, you're going to Halloween Horror Nights? No. There's a lot about something and something you enjoy doing, and it's not really our thing. So, but Christmas, definitely. Christmas, we'll be in the parks are lovely at Christmas. We love going down there.
Now, will this be the first time that you've had to be able to take in the full Christmas season there? Because when you got down there, or have you been able to do that before COVID?
Oh, we did that before now.
Because you've been down there since 2005.
Yeah, we used to come at Christmas for vacation. I mean, the reason we moved to Florida 2 years ago was we were down here 3 or 4 times a year, driving from Virginia. It was about a 14-hour, 12-hour drive.
Right.
Or we'd fly down the weekend, get a late deal. Remember the days you could get cheap flights?
Oh, yeah.
Late deals? Yeah, we come down for the weekend and go back. And we love Christmas time because A, the weather is just wonderful down here. And B, it's just magical in the parks, it's just got a magical, it's dark, at night and the lights. It's just, Christmas for us, Pete.
It's
Christmas.
absolutely unbelievable. All right, let's do this hot take quick run here. We might hit a couple things we already hit, but we'll still go through it so it doesn't throw up momentum.
Yep.
This is for you now because obviously Maxine's not here. So for Barry, favorite park out of all the Disney parks worldwide, you can go to one park right now. I transport you through the portal. Where do you want to go?
That's a tough one, but I always tend to gravitate to Epcot just because I like food and drink.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. All right, rope drop. You can rope drop one ride right now. I can transport you through the multiverse to rope drop a ride. What is the ultimate ride out of all the Disney parks worldwide you're going to?
Well, I'm going to say Guardians because I've not done it yet.
Okay, good. We'll get you on there. You love Epcot? What is your favorite pavilion at Epcot?
Well, I'm biased because I'm from the UK. So what do you think it is? Rosencrantz, pint of beer, cold beer, and a sausage roll. And I'm done. I'm done for the day.
And for those of you that don't know, go over to the UK. They have great food. It's fantastic. Am I right?
But also does America, when you go into what is it there, where you go and get the garlic bread with the in the American, what's the place?
American
called?
Pavilion? Whatever
Yes,
the,
going.
yeah, right
That's
there.
got some great food as well. They're my two favorite places to eat: American Pavilion or the UK.
Love it there. Favorite Disney property restaurant? Any Disney property or restaurant that I can send you to right now, and I'm picking up the bill. Where are you going?
You mean as in the hotels as well?
Anywhere on a Disney property. What restaurant?
I would go now. I'd go to Sanaa.
Sanaa, great call. I love that.
Yeah,
Okay,
I like Sanaa.
cool.
And get the secret tent sauce, the
Yes.
spicy one with the
Yes.
bread service.
And when you do, trust me, the best thing you can do is put all of it on one piece of bread and give it to Jeff because it works out. I did
saw
that. I did. It was
saw
great.
that.
It was the best thing I ever did.
That was great.
You're in the park, Barry. You can have one snack. I can all of a sudden wave the wand and one snack appears. What is your go-to Disney snack that you walk around the park with?
Might be controversial, but it would be a Ronto wrap.
Ronto wrap,
really
yes.
Love the Ronto wraps you get in Hollywood studios.
Love it. Love a great call on the Ronto wraps. All-time favorite nighttime show. From all the years of seeing nighttime shows in the park, what is your favorite nighttime show?
I'd say it has to be the Philharmonic.
Philharmonic.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. That made a big impression on me many years ago when we first came in 2000. That was just a real magical thing.
That was a great one. So as we finish up tonight, before we do a last thought of the night, let me ask you this. If you had the chance to do something with Walt or Roy, who do you choose and what do you do?
I'd probably spend some time with Walt and kind of have a chat with him around the parks today and his vision and, how he sees things evolving in the next 4 or 5 years. We are where we are today. What would he do? What things would he put in? What would be his vision over the next 5 years for how they evolve? I'd like to get his insight because he started all this way back then. Obviously things evolve, but, what's his take on where we need to go in the future and what we need to do? I think it'd be a really interesting discussion with him.
I love that. That's fantastic. All right. As we finish up, I always like to throw it over to my guests for a final thought of the night. It's any thought you want. It's your time, and then I'll do mine, and we'll say goodnight to everybody. Theme Park Bazza, it's your final thought of the night from, let's say, this side of the pond this time.
Yeah. I say thank you, everybody who's helped us grow over the last 12 months. I think this time last year we had 600 subscribers, and we're on 6,000 now, so it's been a journey. So thank you, everybody. We always put vlogs out on Fridays and Mondays. Have a look. If you enjoy them, that's great. Let me know suggestions, and be nice to each other and have fun. We, as I say, life is precious, time is precious. Go enjoy yourselves and, just have a good time and with a smile on your face.
I love it. For my final thought of the night, I just want to thank you for that first day that you did hit record, because now with what you've done on your channel, the hard work that you put in, the passion that you do, the great things we get to see is another example of how to live your life as a married couple. We get that through Walt and Melissa, through you guys, through Jeff and Angela, through so many others in our community. There's a lot of them, Yachty and Pa, and you could just go all the way around. So thank you for that. Thank you for the variety you're bringing. You're bringing more to the community and making our community better by doing these different things and opening up other topics that people might not bring. And again, thank you for being, the person that can help bring some of those friends from the UK over to our attention so we can find more great content, and hopefully for them so we can help cure some of that Disney blues as we go through. I also think with the shopping segment, keep expanding that. I love it. And is it a playlist on there? I meant to look.
There is a playlist. I think it's called.
That's got to be a playlist. It's great. So guys, go over it. I can't say enough about the man has been class and tact since the first day I had the chance to talk with him. I know he had to wonder, some crazy guy that he had never heard reaching out to him about who the heck is this, but you were nothing but tact. And I'm so glad you're here. You're welcome back anytime, Friday nights or any way we can do it. Again, I thank you for being here. Don't forget, guys, later on tonight, it's Wednesday, right? It is Wednesday. Yes. Wednesday night, as I always say goodnight, I try to remind everybody so I don't forget. If I don't do this, Tina calls me and yells at me. Have you ever been yelled at by Tina? When you're getting yelled at by a Bostonian, it's hard to, I don't know what she's yelling. I don't know what she's saying when she's yelling. But it is Wednesday night. And as we should do, reminder, later on tonight, during the moment, Escapades of PJJ, Mickey's Girls will be going 9 o'clock tonight, this and that, D&G. Check them all out. Thank you guys for being here tonight, and come back and see us on Friday night as we hang out and do our Disney news and merch show. It's going to be a blast. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, Musketeers, for joining the party. We'll be looking for you tomorrow, same time, same place. Bye, all.